I am hanging out with the lovely and talented Britt Nicole, and you're extremely tired, I heard.
I'm not tired at all.
That's a lie.
I'm full of energy right now. No, we have had a long day, but I love what I get to do. So we just got to, do some music here with you guys and meet a lot of really cool fans, and this is what I love to do.
When you have schedules like today, what do you kind of do for a pick-me-up? Do you have any
I try
vices?
and take like a 5 or 10 minute nap, like seriously, like when I get a second. So in the back of the car on the way here, I laid down for like 15 minutes probably.
Okay.
I don't know how long it was. They probably know. It might have been a little longer. But I feel so much better even after that. So I woke up and I was like, I feel good. Let's do this. I can do it again. Here we go.
I was doing some research before we kicked off this interview, and how do you pronounce your last name?
My actual last name.
Yeah.
Yes. So I was born Brittany Nicole Waddell.
Oh, see,
Yes.
I was saying wobble, and everybody was
Wobble?
like, I'm pretty
There's
sure
no
it's
B. There's no B.
not. There
in
is no B in there?
Just D.
Oh,
D as in dog.
okay.
But I have been called Waddle before. Like
A waddle, okay.
Yeah, my first audition, like for singing at this show, I was opening up for a lady that I loved her music, and I was really excited. And they're like, "Okay, Miss Waddle, your turn is now." And I'm like, "Okay." Like I was like, "That's like sounds so horrible," and I'm like waddling to the back now. Yeah.
I saw somewhere that it said you felt like God wanted you to do music instead of go to college. I used that same line with my parents, and I still had to go to
I love
college.
it.
So, I mean,
It didn't work with you. Did
No,
it? They
no.
knew you weren't telling the truth.
right. So that was like legit,
They knew
huh?
I was telling the truth. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in the church. My grandfather's a pastor. My family went through some stuff when I was younger, and it really pushed me towards my faith, and this is my story, and it's not something I sit down and say, this has to be your story, but this is my story. And I really felt like, through all of that I always knew that God was with me. I always had just faith in knowing that everything was going to be okay. I told my parents I'm not going to school after I got a scholarship, and they at first were like, okay, what the heck are you going to do, And but they trusted me because they knew that I was really serious, and I was unlike you. And they and I was like this. I really feel like I'm not supposed to go to school. I just do not have peace. Like I feel like God has a different plan for my life. But when I really said I'm going to do this for real, like this is my dream. I know this is what I want to do. I never sat out to make a Christian record or to make a pop record. I just wanted to make a good record. I wanted to make real music that was honest, that people would connect with, that was about my life and my experiences, and I was like, this is me. Like, so here's some songs about my faith and how God brought me through this, and here's a song about a relationship that I needed to get out of, and here's a song about life, and all different things. Long story short, again, Capitol heard some of my music, Capitol Records, and they loved the song Gold, and so I've recently started working with them. And they're amazing, and we are putting out my record as a pop record. That's really been the goal all along, is like for as many people to be able to hear and connect with the music as possible. So hopefully that makes sense of kind of where I was and where I'm going.
Before we wrap up, let's do some baby talk.
Okay.
You're
baby
expecting.
Talk. Oh, I was like, baby talk, what is that? I mean, I guess I'm expecting, yes. But at first I thought you were like, we're going to talk like babies. Like, I'm confused. Okay. Yes, I'm expecting a baby this summer.
Do you know what it?
I do not know if it's a boy or girl yet.
Are you going to find out?
I'm going to find out.
Okay.
I went to find out already, and my baby was moving, and we couldn't get a very good picture, and so we go back next month and we will find out. I can't wait. I'm so excited for everything that's happening with my music and being on the road, but I'm like looking forward to getting home and being able to go and see what the baby is so I can start planning.
Have you gotten those people that like just come up and randomly rub your belly?
Yeah, like
yet?
they feel like now because you're
Isn't
pregnant,
that
they can
weird?
just like touch your stomach. But like
Yeah.
before, you would never walk up to someone and just be like, hey.
Sexual harassment, right? Yeah, like.
But now it's just like, but it's sweet. Like I don't mind it. I'm like,
Wait,
yeah, there's
just
a little baby. So I like it. Well, unless it's like some weird, older man. I don't know. I would be like, you can just move it along, sir.
Britt Nicole, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations with everything.
Thank you. Everything. My life.
Yeah.
Thanks.